Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this. I'm gonna give you two different perspectives on an ETF. And I will give you my perspective as well. The first one comes from Smoke. He says, doubling down on why an XRP ETF makes sense. The crypto market is maturing rapidly. With the rise of crypto ETFs, derivatives, and institutional participation, we're witnessing the mainstream acceptance of digital assets. This is what a maturing asset class looks like. Traditional investors embracing crypto in ways they're familiar with, bringing trillions of dollars into the space, just as they've done with real estate, gold, and commodities. Retail investors chase the idea of a moonshot, yet they often miss the significance of the foundation being laid right in front of them. The Bitcoin ETF, which drove massive price action throughout 2024, is a perfect example. It led to Bitcoin's sharpest price increase ever, pushing it to all-time highs even before the halving. Institutions are driving this market. Black Swan Capitalist says something different. I appreciate all your perspectives and takes on how ETFs could potentially stabilize XRP through increased volume. I even wrote a detailed article on this last year that received attention from several news outlets. However, my primary concern is still the same. ETFs always lead to institutional manipulation, inviting the same corrupt players who have historically undermined you. You can sugarcoat it all you want, but the reality is this approach will only delay XRP's true purpose and use cases that could only result in more dead-end conversations and distractions from the real goals many of us have been fighting for. Then he goes on to talk about how this will play a factor in the US dollar. Here's my thoughts. I like the idea of the ETF bringing institutions into crypto. The problem I have with it is, why don't the institutions just buy the asset? I also look at XRP ETF as paper XRP with no real value. And I think Black Swan Capitalist is absolutely right. I think they are going to continue to manipulate the market, the crypto space, because even Bitcoin OGs are saying the same thing. They think Bitcoin would already be close to 100K if it wasn't for BlackRock getting involved with the ETFs. So you get two different perspectives on this, and that's what I wanted to give you. But what are your thoughts? Put it in the comments section down below, because I'm not 100% right. Nobody is ever 100% right on things like this, but you got to look at it in both ways. It will lead to adoption, sure, but what about the price manipulation? And that's why I'm always open to all of your thoughts. First Web3 bank on the XRP ledger, Monerex, says XRP's ETF was inevitable, and the Monerex team is happy to see the whole SEC saga coming to an end for Ripple. This is why we are grateful and excited to build the first Web3 bank on the XRP ledger. So even Monerex thought that the whole SEC saga was done. But look what happened. The SEC filed an appeal, and the guy who filed it resigned the same day. What a pussy move that was on his behalf. Breaking. XRP Ledger onboards Meld Gold's new stablecoins backed by gold and silver. Each stablecoin represents 1 gram of the respective precious metal, and Meld Gold completed the first transaction involving tokenized gold yesterday. You know what I like about this? Is that XRP is going to be moving this. It's going to be moving these stable coins that are backed by gold and silver. I'm really anticipating what's going to come of this over time. I think it's going to be big. This comes from Bluehawk Legend. Crypto exchange Gemini to close all customers' accounts in Canada. So Gemini told its Canadian users they have 90 days to withdraw their funds before it closes all accounts by the end of this year. And a lot of people were saying that Gemini doesn't have the Bitcoin to back the ETFs and to make retail whole. So maybe that's what led to this as well. We'll have to wait and see. This also comes from Bluehawk Legend. Funny, trying everything they can to get you out of Ripple assets and into something I've never heard of before. So you see, Ripple price prediction. Expert recommends selling XRP at this price and shifting to DTX and Phantom before Sonic upgrade. I never heard of DTX and Phantom either. But you take notice, they're always trying to get you to sell your XRP. It's because what you're holding is absolutely going to hit high prices in the future. It's just a matter of time. I think by this time next year, we are going to be looking at a 3-digit XRP. Think of ISO. Think of Ripple's new stablecoin. Think of tokenization amping up. Everything looks perfect for XRP going forward. Just in, election predictions market ruled legal by U.S. Appeals Court. So now you could bet once again on the elections. And we all knew that this was going to get crushed in court. But you know, these politicians, they'd want people to stop doing all these things. Yet these same politicians are involved in insider trading in the stock market. Dutch regulator warns of crypto pump and dump. New regulation to ban these schemes. Like I told you, 99% of crypto is going to disappear. Crypto pump and dump is a form of market manipulation to which investors can potentially fall victim. Organizing and participating in a pump and dump scheme will be banned under the new markets and crypto asset regulation, MiCA. So once MiCA goes into effect, you could expect 99% of crypto to disappear over time. Same thing's going to happen with U.S. crypto regulations. And we've all been saying it, but yet all the retail investors all over X will tell you that memes are going to be with us forever. Think about what happened with all those celebrity coins this year. They all of a sudden got launched and they made a lot of money, and then all of a sudden they turned into rug pulls. 50-cent coin, Hulk Hogan coin, countless others. Where was the retail investor protection when that was happening? Where was the SEC when that was happening? Gary was nowhere in sight. And that's why once crypto regulations come, they're going to get rid of memes. It's just a matter of time. Breaking, UK city minister pushes to issue digital government bonds on blockchain. And I said, here comes the UK debt. It will also be tokenized, showing there is no need for Tether going forward. Once again, everyone that is predicting the fall of Tether will soon be proven right. Once they start tokenizing the world's debt, that shows no longer a need for Tether. Tether will just eventually be gone. And as it collapses in value, it's going to take Bitcoin with it. And most likely Ethereum. It's going to put a dent in the price of a Bitcoin and the price of an Ethereum. And everybody sees it coming because we're pushing into the digital age. Everything is going to become tokenized. The World Economic Forum says it's an $867 trillion market by 2030. They are going to tokenize everything around you by then. And the debt is also going to be tokenized. Now take a listen to this. This guy is absolutely incredible. He says, Bitcoin is a cult. Ethereum and Solana are culty to some extent. Ripple, very famous cult. Cardano, very famous cult. Even Luna and Hex are all cults. The biggest cults have the biggest gains. What's the crypto cult of this cycle? Take a listen.
And if you look at past cycles, the biggest outperformance have always been cults. BTC, I'm sure you would agree that it's a cult.
Right.
Ethereum and Solana are culty to some extent.
Yeah.
Ripple, very famous cult. Cardano, very famous cult. Even Luna and Hex, which had a bad ending, but they had a very culty communities, right? And in their local sort of window of outperformance, they went ballistic.
You know, when I first started this channel, I was doing Luna videos because I absolutely love the Luna community. I never seen a community like that. They are a very strong community. Then I started talking about XRP even more. And you know, if we're in a cult, at least this cult doesn't end up with us drinking the Kool-Aid. It's going to end up with us all getting very rich off of our investment. And that's what I've always seen for XRP. And this community is absolutely incredible. It's one of the most hated communities by every other community because they all know what XRP is capable of, but they just don't want you to believe it. You know what's coming, but they don't want you holding this cryptocurrency. They try to shake you out of it every way they possibly can. There are so many XRP haters on X. It's absolutely incredible. And they piss you off all day long. You could say the most bullish thing about XRP, and you will get some hater that just wants to crush what you just said. But to me, it's like this. I know what I hold. Nothing will ever shake me out of this cryptocurrency. You know, you could throw all the bad news you want at me, and I am still going to hold XRP. I always said it's my ride or die. You know, I'm either going to ride XRP to zero, which I don't think is ever going to happen. There's just way too much growth around this cryptocurrency. Or we were going to get filthy rich. And I think that is what's going to happen. You could see it. You know, this massive network's been forming for a long time. You see all the Ripple rails. Now you're starting to see Ripple come together with Hedera, come together with Algorand, come together with Stellar, and even QNT. They all are getting tied together, whether it be direct ties or it's ties through partners of theirs, coming together, forming one massive network. That's how I know we are going to get life-changing money. You know, this is one cryptocurrency, though, that I always said, you were chosen to hold it for a reason. Because I always see what people plan to do with the money they make off of their investment. They always want to try to help someone else. You know, they want to buy a house for the first time, and they want to do stuff for their community, or they want to help out the less fortunate. I think you had to be chosen to hold XRP. And if that makes it a cult, then so be it. But I know it's going to make us rich as long as you stay patient, stay positive, so we can get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.